Hey traders, welcome to Trade This Market video update for June 12th, 2024. Let's talk about GameStop. So interestingly, everybody in their brother is talking about this GameStop and, there's a huge hype, but we have to go by the charts. And what the chart is telling us is that GameStop is not just yet ready to make its move back to the upside, just like what we had here. So if you take a look at this, a couple of days ago, I was excited on this candle right here when we finally captured this power and the signal line, power line being the pink dotted line and the signal line is a white solid line. I was hopeful that we may actually see some follow through and we may actually retest this 65 64 zone, but then interestingly GameStop started to close below the power and the signal line. This is not a good news. If this stock really wanted to move up, this would have never happened. And so then I thought, okay, we may actually go back one more time, retest the zone, and then come back down to the downside. So that's exactly what happened in today's price action. Afternoon session, 2 hours started to close below the 50-period moving average, below the power and the signal line, and then we saw, the bearishness coming in, and now you can see the daily chart is turning bearish as well. So what does this mean in terms of where GameStop is heading? Well, I think the most gravitational point right now on the chart is the $18 price tag right here. We also have on a 50-period moving average on a weekly chart, which is about $16 price tag. So GameStop technically could come back all the way to $16, revisit the zone because it hasn't done it since it broke out first time. It came back and revisited 200-period moving average, but it hasn't done this. It hasn't touched the 50-period moving average. And in my opinion, I think we may likely to come back, revisit this zone right here, $16 and some change, and then we can move to the upside. As you can see, the monthly chart is still bullish, and so what's likely to happen is that if we come back down to this zone right here, let's just say hypothetically $16 and some change, and then the market structure looks something like this, meaning the candles are green, we're above the power and a signal line right here, and the candles are above both the power and the signal line, then we can see some rocket right to the upside, just like what we saw here. But right now the structure is broken, and so unless this chart repairs itself, and we may have to wait maybe a week or two before this structure gets repaired, then we're likely to see GameStop running back one more time to the upside, maybe take a crack at this $47 zone right here, 65 zone, or maybe run a little higher. So that remains to be seen right now. We don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, the charts are charts. And regardless of what anybody's telling or talking about on the social media, this is not lying to us. And so for now, I'm waiting patiently for next week and see what happens when we get to these prices and how the chart is reacting. And once again, if we get the favorable setup, something like this, then we know we're likely to go back to the upside and revisit some of those zones. So I hope this helps. Stay tuned, stay safe, and I will see you at the next update. Take care.